Everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Gospel Heifers with your host Michelle
and Rochelle.
How's your week been, Rochelle?
Boring.
You know what? I think this COVID is getting on my damn nerves.
It's this fight getting to me. You know what really pisses me off? So sick. I don't know why the devil fucking with me. I'm doing laundry and the motherfucker dryer don't work. Bitch, my clothes is wet. It's too late. So here I am hanging up drawers, sheets. I'm like, no, not today.
I think it was because we watched that little Nas video. That's probably what it was.
Yeah, that demon hunter.
Look, I was going to speak on this. I love the record. My visuals was tainted the last 40 seconds of that video.
You know, I'm trying to get over because I do like the record, but when I listen to it, I feel like I'm sitting.
You have the visual.
I know, but I feel like I'm sitting. Lord, I'm still on your side.
Exactly. I was in the shower the other day jamming off that shit, and the lights flicking out. Oh, shit.
God was trying to tell you. Hero. You bitch, you stupid. You were so
I'm just telling you what the hell I went through enjoying the song. But we're going to work past
It's a freaky song, though.
It
just makes you know what my dude don't have no head, but if he did, I grabbed the back of his head.
Listen to the lyrics. And if you don't listen to the lyrics, at least read the lyrics, because that song is all about getting freaked on. That's all it's about.
So I'm call me by your name.
Exactly. Shit, just let me
don't say my name.
I'm gonna call you by
my name. Yeah.
So look, we got a special guest. Now, first of all, we're very excited because she's a Memphis native.
Yes.
Okay, you know how we feel about M-Town. So we're gonna welcome the newest cast members of Basketball Wives, Miss Nia Dorsey. Let's bring her on in here. What's going on, Miss Nia?
Hello. Girl, I'm loving that bedpost, boo. I mean,
the ambiance.
Yes, girl.
Yes, it's speaking to me.
That's a room you can be real fertile in.
You know, she said real fertile.
It just look like a real fertile room.
That is so funny.
But how you doing? Thank you so much for joining us.
Great. How are you ladies?
We're doing great. We are super excited because we tuned into the season as we
always do.
I've been
watching them heifers since they started.
But when we heard M-Town was in the house.
Look, girl, wait a minute. Let me tell you what I was doing. So I'm sitting in my bed smoking one, right, chilling. And Jackie like, y'all got some friends. And when they said Memphis, I said, what? Hello. I said, they finna bring some barbecue sauce flavor up in this mode.
Hey, something.
Yeah. I don't think the cast was quite ready for that Memphis flavor.
No, I don't think that duck was ready for y'all.
You said what?
That duck.
We're not gonna
I'm gonna go there.
Yeah, okay.
Because I didn't like her before y'all came on.
Look, we're not going. Let's focus.
And when but let me get my negative out first. Shit. And when she started clapping, I said, first of all, you clapping at two fucking sisters. So if you jump one, you jumping two. Because we sisters, we don't do that. Mm-hmm. And they from Memphis. You know, Memphis will kick you and cut you and shoot you. You don't want to go there with Memphis.
Exactly.
Yeah, we had to represent, even though they edited and had it looking real good, because it was a real bad situation. But we had to we had to let her know, like we being nice for a reason. So.
Yeah, we on TV, but we try to do that.
That's the Memphis disclaimer. I'm being nice.
Yeah. But when your sister said, "Girl, stop now, cut me down," what'd she tell your sister?
She was like, "Finish me. I finish
you." She said, "I'll finish you." Your sister said, "Well, finish me."
Because we first off, Memphis, they mold us like we're not afraid of any of that. Like we're not intimidated with nothing.
Right.
Like K. Michelle said, we hopping gates around here. So
ain't nobody
scared.
You were talking to two native Memphis chicks here.
Mm-hmm.
I miss my Memphis people because people from Memphis are just down to earth, laid back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they real people.
And people will try to, out of town that ain't used to that, they'll try to take that for granted, and then that's when we have to show up. So
exactly, they don't want that. They don't want dirty South coming out.
Be like this. Then you really be like your girl K. Michelle. This bitch is shaking the table.
Girl, I cried when they ever said that shit. That bitch shaking the table like, let's not do this.
Yeah.
But you got roots in Memphis. You went to the University of Memphis, and you moved on to so many different projects. I saw you had movie cameos in your credit. The Tupac movie, a couple other films. I mean, I want to know what the filming experience for you has been like from going, because you were in music videos and you've also been featured in films.
To me, it's just naturally something that I love to do. And that's something that I just always want to continue to do. Since I was a little girl, my dad bought us a camcorder, and we would just always make movies, and I would play about 5 characters in the movies that we would make at home. And it's just something that I love to express myself. I'm a Gemini, so I have so many different personalities.
Okay,
and I would love to express that.
Okay. I mean, I want to say that the home lessons you get from Memphis, you don't get nowhere else. So it's very authentic. Do you feel that it was an advantage for you to have that kind of background going into the field that you're currently in?
I would say the advantage for me was that I could be comfortable, because it was, sometimes when people aren't used to something, they go into it, they might get starstruck by people, they might get excited, they might, not be themselves. And me, I'm being paid to be myself this time. I'm not being paid to act. I'm not being paid to, be a girl in the video. I'm being paid to be my authentic self. So
exactly,
the advantage I had was I was able to be calm in the situation.
That's one thing, because usually when I just know from Memphis people, when you press buttons so often, we're trying to be cool, we're trying to be, calm and everything. But it's like once that button is pressed a little too much,
ain't no going back.
There's no coming back from that.
No.
I already know.
Production, because to me, I am a very cool person. I observe. I don't like drama, but if it come my way, I most definitely can finish it. So I was just chilling, and I just felt like, all right, this is what you want to go with. I'm gonna give you what you're not ready for. So it got to the point they was just like, okay, god damn, like they couldn't get me to shut up, none of that, because I'm just like, no, because I don't. When I give a person respect and they disrespect me for no reason, then that's a big problem for me.
Yeah, understandable.
Nah, I'm the same way, boo. I don't start no shit, but I will finish it.
So
and you gotta let people know, because if you don't, then they'll try it again.
They'll keep trying you. And I did notice she didn't try y'all no more. So I figured it had to be something else going on, because she sat her little dog face ass down somewhere. And it's not just she, but me, my problem is
your personality.
Your personality is so unattractive. And this whole colorism thing seems like it's more of a self issue, more than with the girls.
I feel like this. That girl is a very calculated person. Yeah. Her whole objective is to, what can I do to take someone down? Yeah. So she knows if this person, what can I do to destroy them? So let me attack people's career. Let me make up false lies like she did on me, or let me, because everybody knows if you throw rape, racism, or any of that out there,
that's
whether
dangerous.
it's true or not, people are going to automatically detach themselves. Brands are going to detach themselves. So let me hurt your pockets, since I can't hurt you no other way. And so, yes, why not run with that? Instead of looking at the fact that you eating, you over here, you so getting carried away in what you're doing, you're trying to take down everybody, including yourself.
Yeah, because she's making herself look bad. I think as Black women, everybody has experienced some. I don't care how light you are, how dark you are.
Right.
You have dealt with some kind of racism in your time.
Exactly.
Now, I heard you and your sister's story. My sister here has stories. I had a white girl that got bold, thought she was on holler the word, the N-word, and me and 2 other Black girls, I didn't even know, was ready to go over and stomp a mud hole in her ass. And I also had a teacher in 1st grade that was extremely racist.
Yeah.
So everybody has dealt with it. I think it's deeper than that. She don't like herself. No. And I will be really happy, because I do enjoy the show, when Shawnee takes her off. Because I'm serious, because what she's doing, when Evelyn has to move and getting death threats, that's the issue. That's the problem.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Even with us, like, we have been getting bullied nonstop. Like, she talks about racism and stuff. We dealt with that from the South, but me and my sister also dealt with being bullied throughout school, throughout even in adulthood being bullied. So to me, it's triggering for me for like we're being nice to you and then you start the bullying us. We just lost our father. We're trying to get through that. And then I'm still trying to get through that. And then I got your little minions that you sent from your page over to my page and they doing the most all over my page. That's bullying to me.
Yeah, so, it is.
To me, it's just a lot of it's a darkness that she has.
She's
trying to spew it on everyone.
And I definitely want to give your sister and you your condolences because I heard that story about your father.
Yes.
And girl, you had me in tears. I mean, it's sad. And I know Evelyn was able to relate with you all.
Yeah.
Because she lost her stepfather.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like that, and that shows a lot about your character because I don't give a damn how mad I am or whatever the situation is with a person. When I know somebody is going through something, why would I add more to that?
Exactly.
But when you miserable inside and out, I mean, the problem is she knows she ugly. Let's just be real. Okay? And I'm not saying this to be petty. She knows she ugly and she on a set with a bunch of good-looking women. Mm-hmm. She feels very intimidated. And so then y'all got the nerve to bring promote you bitches on here?
So why come on the platform? Because you know what you everybody's been watching this show for years. So you know what you're coming on. This is not nothing new. This is not a job that you applied for and you didn't know who was gonna be working there. So you knew this. So what was your whole mission from the beginning? You knew that you was texting Evelyn's ex all these years. So if you know that what was your mission?
Right. She don't have one. I think she's trying to come up with storylines so she's irrelevant.
Yes.
And the storyline in which she's trying to make herself irrelevant is very dangerous.
But I like it because you guys, your sister and you, come with your own storyline. Because the cast has never had siblings on the show. And if you get a little too much of that pettiness, you guys got each other's back. So do you think that was a major advantage for you while you were on set?
Yeah, because originally I had got casted by myself at first. So in my head, I'm used to just moving by myself. I already knew that I was going to have to put on my exterior to, okay, I'm going to go in here by myself. I'm going to have to make sure I got this by myself. But when my sister ended up getting casted, it was like a sign of relief because I didn't have to make sure I had this hard exterior on. So I was able to relax. But by her being there, it's like, we cool, we come, but one thing I'm not going to allow somebody to disrespect her.
Amen, sis.
Yes. I feel that for real.
No, I feel that because, like I said, nobody's going to come for my sister. Mm-hmm. You come for her, you coming for me.
Vice versa.
And then you all got a bakery, too.
Yes.
And that's how y'all met Jackie Chrissy.
Yes.
And so y'all from in-town need to throw down.
I started making cheesecakes at the age of 13. My grandmother would make them, and I always would ask her to make them for me. She got tired of doing it, so she just taught me how to do it. And I started selling them in high school, and then I got in college, and I started selling to the public. And then when I would go do my modeling work out of town, I would always make cheesecakes wherever city I was in. And so I had a lot of people always wanted me to either ship to them, or I just, had them in restaurants in Memphis and stuff. And when I moved to LA, I would make them out there. And now I'm in the process of looking for a manufacturer because I want to put them into stores. So therefore, I don't have to ship them anymore.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think that's a good thing that you was doing this already in high school. And now that you are at high school. And the thing about it is a lot of young people don't take advantage of their natural talents or tap in with their family history like you did with your grandmother's recipe and turn it into a business.
Yes.
If you were to advise any upcoming female entrepreneurs, what type of advice would you give them?
I would say stay consistent because you're going to have your time of the years where something is slow. That's why I have multiple businesses because when this one is slow, this one comes up and then I'm going to do this one. So therefore, I'm not losing income in any area. So I would say always go in, remain consistent, take baby steps because it's not going to happen overnight. And some people get discouraged when they don't see something working at first for them. They might give up and go to the next thing. Just stay consistent, put your all into it, invest, and don't be afraid to get out there and put it in people's faces because people won't know unless you're going to get out there and make sure they know.
Exactly.
Facts.
Exactly. So, I mean, is there any chance that you guys, because both you and your sister are very successful, would you consider some type of program for young ladies? Just a consideration as far as mentoring them for business ownership.
Yes, I wanted to always do something because I had a child at 16 years old. So I wanted to always inform young ladies that might have been in that position that I was in, having a child at a young age or being a single mother, and just, inspire them that, no matter what obstacles life throw at you, you can complete this journey no matter what family say, your peers say, no matter what you say to yourself or what society says. This can happen to you, but that doesn't mean it's going to stop your destiny for where you're supposed to be.
Amen.
Exactly.
Now, what high school did you go to in Memphis, girl?
I went to Ridgeway High School.
Ridgeway. Okay. We Hamilton girls.
Hamilton.
Okay. I think my dad went to Hamilton before.
Okay.
All right.
That's one thing about Memphis. We all know about all the schools, and then you also went to University of Memphis.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not sure what you graduated, because I went there for a moment, and I just realized that when Memphis, the University of Memphis, that's like the grounding foundation of all the activities, all the city buzz,
yes,
along with Beale Street. What are some of your favorite memories or landmarks that you have of Memphis?
Well, when I went to college, at University of Memphis, I was upset because all my friends, they went out of town of school. I had a son, so I had to stay back. So they would go to TSU and stuff like that, and I didn't get a chance to have the college experience like they did. So my college experience, I would go to class, I would hang out a little bit with my friends, and we didn't have like I think they had like all the fraternities and sororities on suspension. So we really didn't get a chance to have the feel like that. But it was I was able, because I took business classes, so I was able to network with some people, which was good, and it also taught me how to be able to navigate in society with different groups of people by me going to the University of Memphis, because we had a variety of different cultures there and stuff. So I wouldn't be limited when I go out into the real world. So also, we had to go to, in school you had to go to events and stuff like that. So I was learning a lot about places in Memphis that I didn't even know about at all. Like even with restaurants and stuff like that, I didn't even know, like, because I did hospitality management at one point. So we had to go to like different restaurants and stuff. So the University of Memphis taught me a lot of things about Memphis that I didn't even know exist. So.
Yeah, okay. There's a lot of history. I mean, like I said, with us being born and raised there, the history, every time you see a documentary or some type of music story, for some reason that city comes up always in the mix.
Yes.
And I think the culture that we have there, like the Memphis in May, even though they always say Elvis is the landmark, there's so much more history to that city.
Yes.
But I'm curious.
When I was young, our school took us to Graceland. And I think everybody, a lot of people in Memphis don't ever go there, but I think it's something that'll be great for people to at least tap into.
Yeah, I mean, because even though we were there all that time, and I think because
we lived right behind Graceland.
We lived behind Graceland at one time. And the only thing that really bothered me about that situation is that everything around that tourist area was manicured. Yeah. Everything. Across the street where all the souvenir shops, the mansion itself.
Well, Whitehaven is all black now. So.
But that's what I'm saying. The surrounding neighborhood, you can go less than half a mile, and there's no effort, of course, being put into the surrounding neighborhood.
Because they even have a hotel there now.
Yep.
Okay. I was going to say, except for Twinkletown. Now, Twinkletown was a real kind of ritzy black neighborhood.
Right.
And that was close to that area of Graceland.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So do you think with you appearing with your sister on Basketball Wives, is there any additional reality TV projects or projects in general on film that you would consider?
I would say any, whatever God has destined for me would be great. I know before my father died, because we have a semi-dysfunctional little family, but we love each other, we're funny, get along, and he was extremely crazy and funny. And I always wanted his personality to be shown. But I did want us to have a show together. People always used to tell us, y'all need your own reality show, y'all need your own reality show. So just being on this platform has been a blessing. So I'm looking forward to other doors opening up, and whichever door opens and it's beneficial, most definitely we'll take it.
And I like the way you kept it so real. I forget that girl's name, but when you met her, you just let her know, look, I was in a negative place. Mm-hmm. When I was dealing with him, and y'all squashed it just like that.
See, my thing is this. They didn't show a lot or whatever, but, I don't like for people to be offline, like, talking one way. Right. when I give you respect, accept the fact that I give you respect. But don't get offline and put on for other people, because I don't play that stuff in real life. I don't do all that little stuff in real life. So it is what it is. She know, and it's Googleable, what she used to do in that relationship.
Right.
So it is what it is. Like, don't act like what women don't do. If I hit you up, I'm not the first or the last woman that has hit any woman up about a man that was not keeping his word on things. And it is what it is. I know people need their storyline to be as extra as they needed to be on TV. But at the end of the day, like I told her, I don't know what else you want me to say. I said what I said. I did what I did, and it is what it is.
And I respected you because you kept it real with her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shit. I was in a dark place right then. You know, I'm sorry, and let's keep it moving.
But that's another thing about Memphis traits. We keep it 100.
Yeah.
You know, regardless on, you know, what the he say, she say coming along, we keep it 100 to, you know, to squash any beef. Because I just don't remember any people from our hometown that just drowned in drama. And it seems like now with social media, and then we have additional productions that kind of show different lifestyles.
Yeah.
That we have little petty situations going on in our lives for no reason.
Yeah, because it was like with that situation, she wasn't relevant. I had situations with his last baby mother. She's the second. I had one conversation with her because, you know, I had to check the last one. So I was trying to make sure, since I checked this last one, what's up with this one? You know? Yeah. So when I checked her, she wasn't nowhere in the picture around no more. So I had one that was more relevant in the situation. So I don't know why you trying to make yourself relevant is what you weren't.
Exactly. I think I can see. I like your personalities that you and your sister both bring to the show. Have you guys ever considered doing a project together? You know, a media project, a film, or even just a talk show?
We have thought about it. It has been talks about things like that. Yes.
I think that'd be great because, like I said, when you're sisters, you already know each other.
Yeah.
So you know each other's triggers, personality, and everything else. And
we most definitely know each other's triggers.
Right. So which one of you likes to pick with the other one the most?
I would say she does.
Cause see, that's me. I love to harass her. It just makes my day.
Yeah, I would say she does for sure.
That's sister love. Ain't no wrong with that.
I want to talk about these film experiences you had because you appeared in the Tupac film.
Uh-huh.
What was that experience like?
It was a lot of my experiences have just been random blessings out of nowhere, and I was blessed with that opportunity from Rick Ross and Blue Da Vinci. They were both good friends of mine, and they plugged me with that situation. I was just in Atlanta visiting, and I came on set, and I actually had a speaking role, but the producer LT, which I'm good friends with, he said I could not get down the New York accent, so they had to cut it. But I did have two scenes in there, and it was fun. I love being there. It was fun meeting new people. We all vibe. We would go out, and just being on set, and then just knowing that this is history and we're redoing history. That was something for me.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. But you got bakery, TV, you've done films and modeling. Mm-hmm. I mean, you got so many hats. Are you thinking about adding an additional one to the resume?
I'm the type of person, like, I love to be creative, and I love to see what I can do and see if I can master it. So I'm with whatever, I'm with trying new things and seeing what levels I can go to, because I just feel like, the sky's the limit, and whatever is for me will attract to me. And if I can, master it, why not try it?
Facts.
Exactly.
Now, I want you to know you got a fan in there, and his name is Levante, and he wanted to know how old you are, if you don't mind telling him your age. You could just tell him, boy, bye.
I am 29 years old.
Oh, okay. So you okay? I told him. I said she looked young.
Exactly.
Okay, so Levante, you got that right there, because he was just like, ooh. See, now he know you from Memphis. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm telling Levante business. He was trashing Memphis just the other day.
Oh, for real? Okay.
And I'm like, hold up, dude. We're not gonna do this.
Why?
But now he see a pretty girl to come out of Memphis. He like big up to Memphis. Like I see you in there.
What's the trash about Memphis, Levante?
He don't know nothing about Memphis.
Oh, Okay, yeah, I'm looking at the comments to make sure that we don't have nothing to say.
Yeah, Levante she asked you a question.
Yeah, so you should answer in the comments, sir.
Yes. I mean, I will say he spoke about how beautiful you are. That's the only thing I can say nice. He said she's very beautiful, but I'm waiting to see what he has to say about Memphis.
Now, I know you can't tell us too much about any upcoming seasons or anything, but who so far are your favorite cast members aside your sister?
I would say Jackie and Jen. I really love their personalities. We get along great. We just recently was in Atlanta and we went for drinks with Jen, and I talk to Jackie all the time. I just talked to her the other day about the vaccine. And I talk to Evelyn every blue moon, but I would say for sure I have bonded closely with Jackie and Jen.
I'm sorry, we laugh at Levante's comment right here. So
what did he say?
He talking about don't put me on blast. I was just asking a question, dude.
Just ask you a question.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer it. Don't be shy now. And I do like Jennifer. I really hope Jennifer and Evelyn get back to being friends.
Yeah.
That's a long friendship, but I mean Jennifer had me crying though through that because she does not want to be bothered with dog.
The thing about that is Jen is really cool and down to earth. Like we thought Jen was bougie. Jen is that girl. She kicks back, chill, and you can have a good time. Like so, yeah. She don't mind speaking her mind. So I do like that about her.
No, she doesn't, and I'm really proud of Jackie because I ain't gonna lie, I didn't really care for Jackie for a minute.
Yes,
but I see that she's done a lot of self work, a lot of growth, and I commend her for that. So I can't, talk about somebody that's working on themselves. Yeah, and there was at a time.
Funny. She's super funny.
No, she's super funny, and she will go there.
Yeah, she will.
She will go there. I'm not no goddamn colorist.
That was hilarious.
She said we all colorists.
That was delusional. I was just like, now what is gonna be next?
Girl, that girl making up shit. Okay, she needs something to have because it really there's no her relevance is she don't matter.
Yeah,
you just like going back to that. I
just don't like her.
I was trying to get off of that, but you keep going back to that.
Okay, I'm gonna be good.
Okay, leave that alone.
I'm gonna leave the pit bull in the damn.
Oh my God. Anyway, Lord Jesus, how have you been hanging on with COVID? I mean, because I know it's been challenging. It's probably a few of your projects through a tedious process.
Well, I recently just got the vaccine, and then I recently just had a hosting in Atlanta, and I was out. So, I mean, I'm doing good so far, and I'm waiting to get my second dose so I can really be out in these streets because I got to make up for lost time. I cannot be stuck in this house no more. And yeah, so that's how I'm dealing with it, is trying to get the second vaccine so I can really be outside.
Yeah, because we get our first one tomorrow.
Oh, well, good luck.
Yeah, I'm just going to pray hard.
Yeah, so I cleared my books because I told my customer, I said, look, girl, I ain't doing your hair tomorrow because you may be fucked up. I don't know how I'm going to feel. I don't know, my arm going to be sore, if I'm going to get a fever from it. So I'm just going to get my shot and come home and chill.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, Nina. I've been hating on your lives. I've been peeping in there, girl, and I'm like, oh my God, I miss that life. Just to go out with your girls, have a drink, have a giggle, have a little dance on the floor. Yeah. I'm like, oh God, I cannot wait till this is over with. I really can't.
I'm just hoping the spot that because we like to go to this place,
the Geidt Gallery.
The Geidt Gallery, and it's a black art.
Okay.
And he's my favorite bougie gay man. Okay. And I mean, you got beautiful art. He's got the little gourmet snacks. He's got the white people, serving you champagne. As soon as you get this much of the glass, they pouring it back up. And that was my outing, because I don't do loud clubs. I never did. Yeah. So that was our outing, and we had a lot of fun. You run into the mayor. We met Terry Vaughn there, and she was super cool. She's a Libra like us.
Okay.
So she was hella cool. So I missed those outings there. Yeah. So I'm just like, okay, I want everybody here to get their shots, especially Lord and everybody go there.
So we can get our regular schedule.
Yes.
Back to the regular programming. Mr. Levante has responded in the comment right there, talking about Memphis, all right, just ain't Chicago. That's where he brags about Chi-Town.
For some ain't nothing to brag about.
Oh, thank you, boo. Ain't nothing to brag about.
Booyah.
I said, didn't Trump try to call the military on y'all?
Exactly.
But you know what? That's funny. Whenever we tell people that we're originally from Memphis, but we've been raised in different areas of the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like, okay, what's in Memphis? I'm like, dude, you need to do your history and start doing some research.
Just go see, because a lot of people, for some reason, you know, when you're from Memphis, you don't really care about it. But when people come down here, they love it. They want to move here. They get caught up. They find places we don't know nothing about. So a lot of people, when they visit, they just get stuck with wanting to be here.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Memphis, I told them, besides the restaurants, I told them, like, especially because we out here in Texas now. And everything in Memphis, I don't care if it's a fucking IHOP or if it's a major restaurant food chain, Memphis always do it better.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I told them, I said, y'all just go drive through and stop at IHOP. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's just simple shit. I said, then the people, to me, are just so down to earth.
That's what I miss.
Just, you know, who you are, what you see is what you get. And that's what I loved about Memphis people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I miss the people and I miss the groceries. I mean, my best friend's still out there. we ain't been out to Memphis in like 3 years. We went because our uncle passed, so we went back to the funeral. But I just love being back.
I got to ask you this.
No place like home.
Exactly.
Amen.
But I wanted to ask you because a lot of women, especially black women, get a lot of backlash from being on reality shows. And I know that there's production. There's some clips that never make it to the TV episode. Do you feel production represents, you know, who you really are when everything is done editing?
I would say, they did good for my first season. They might have, they did good. They made me seem a little bit more pleasant than I probably really am. I mean, I'm quiet, but they made me seem like I was real quiet. And you know, I think they did a good job. I wish they could have showed a little bit more of what really transpired. Yeah. But I feel like they did a good job. I do say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because so far you and your sister do come out very sweet, but y'all, for what I saw, y'all clapped back. Y'all wasn't taking the BS.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, I know how mouthy she was on previous situations, so I'm not seeing that on the next. So I said something else had to happen because she's not coming for y'all.
They didn't show a lot of what she was doing, and I wish they did. And then it's also she put out an edit recording, because we all have the real recording. She edited how she wanted, because she didn't put out there what we really said to her. And she edited on the part with production. When we were yelling, he did tell me to be quiet. I still wasn't quiet. He told all of us, because we weren't quiet, that he would send us all home. So she tried to narrate it as though he was sending us back to Memphis. No, he told all of us that he would send all of us on the first flight smoking. And I told him to twerk, and he said I would do it in a minute, because me and him are really cool. So it's like, even production was laughing, like, why is she lying like this? Because they have everything on footage of her being exposed. When I called my friend on the set, and my friend told everything that she said and did. So of course she knows that is on film. She's trying to take to the internet to clean up, in a way, to switch the narrative because of the truth before the truth came out. But to make it seem as though production said that they would send us back on the first flight smoking, he told that to all of us.
Yeah, right. I think anyone that's watched that show long enough knows how nasty she is. Knows how malicious she can be. She brought the shit up.
I know, but you
just shut the fuck up. Shit. Anyway, so I don't think with her trying to edit it, I don't think it's gonna work in her favor. It's what I was trying to say. With some people, let me finish. You know, some folks think they know what the hell you finna say, and they just want to. So that's what I'm like, you know, so she could try to do that, but I think people that's either watched and tuned in long enough already know.
People walk with their own assumptions, even though they have a lot of stuff that may be on the editing floor. But I think you and your sister had a very good lasting impression. You rep M-Town very well. But I want to get on a more serious note and ask you, because we got a lot going on in our society, and have you even had the stomach to watch the George Floyd trial?
Yeah.
I haven't. I can't do it.
Well, I've seen little clips and stuff going down my timeline, but I have not sit to actually watch it, because to me last year was just a lot. And in that situation, those situations, it's a lot, because when you're constantly seeing it and you're constantly reminded, it kind of changes the energy in you.
Yes.
And it's just like, I just be praying that those situations, that they eventually get a hold to those situations, so we don't have to keep constantly seeing that.
Yeah.
So I've only been seeing the clips, but I have not stopped to actually tune in because it's hard to deal with.
It is hard. I mean, they were watching it, my folks, and I wasn't looking at the TV, but just hearing, because they're replaying his death, which I don't understand why they keep showing this on TV. Because to me, it's almost normalizing what happened.
Yeah.
And they normalizing murdering black men to me, for which I can't stomach it. But just listening to him in the background, struggling for his breath, it's disturbing enough, let alone to look at it.
Yeah.
So I had to put it on pause. Y'all gonna have to wait for me to leave the room because I can't.
Yeah, because I seen what they were showing when he was in the car when he went to get put out, and I just because I can't relive that moment all over, and also knowing that I lost my father, and so to just witness death and all of that it's like I be trying to just like I don't
too much.
Yeah, it is a lot to intake because I'm cooking dinner watching like the first and second day of trial. That's when they had the majority of the underage witnesses, which they did not identify on camera, thank God. But just hearing these children's testimonies
and they're gonna be traumatized for the rest
trauma
of life.
that has caused them to see that.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
I know the Trayvon Martin situation was like the first one. And it's like, I remember hearing the phone calls and all of that. And then it was just like, after that, it's just been a continuous thing. And it's just like, you're constantly getting more of that, more of that, more of that. And to me, for the psyche, and it just beats you down as a black person. And you hear those voices and stuff. And then you start to think about your family members and your children and all. It's a lot that comes with all of that. And I just wish that we didn't have to continue to deal with it.
Once America finally looks at its own problem, and that's racism, and that's not something that we have to do as black people. That's something what white America has to deal with.
Yeah.
And they have to deal with themselves and get over that evil that they have in them. To dislike someone, we were talking to Jean Elliott,
Professor Jane Elliott.
Yeah. And, it is a mental illness to think you're better than someone.
Yeah.
Because of the melanin of your skin. And I'm more glad to tell people, because Michelle knows I'm very pro-black. Mm-hmm. I will go in, and she has to pull me back. She ain't
pro-black, she militant.
She has to pull me back.
I'm pro-black. That's militant.
But I have no problem reminding people, being that you have a illness.
Yeah.
Of a lack of melanin, and that's what it is. It's an illness. Mm-hmm. Your body was not able to produce the melanin that you're supposed to have. Does not make you better than the people that have the melanin.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I think a lot they need a history, and I think a lot of times where a lot of the anger and hate comes from, they do know who we are and where we come from.
Yeah, and that's life, because not even just with you can for sure say that, because it happens in general with people. People dislike people for all the stupidest reasons. So why wouldn't somebody dislike a person for the color of their skin? If I can dislike you because of the way you look, period. If I can dislike you because of your personality or anything. So what would be the difference with somebody disliking you for the color of your skin?
Ignorance. I say ignorance. Jealousy is straight ignorance.
And fear.
And fear. And it's definitely fear. But when I speak on the racism, this is just America root.
Yeah.
It's the American roots. And like I said, when America is going to have to come to acknowledge what it is and get over it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Because I remember I was working at Dillard some years back, and this white guy, his family and him moved to the South from LA. And I remember I was asking him, like, do you miss LA versus here? Because I would think, well, I wouldn't want to be in Memphis, coming from somewhere like that. And he was like, no, we love it here. And he was like, not to come off like any type of way, but we get better privileges here than we did there, especially over blacks. He said, like, we get the tax cuts, we get so much more. And he said, when we were in LA, they treated us like anything. But he was like, here we get praise, we get special privileges. And it was crazy because we were like probably 18 years old at that time. And for him to say that to me and then acknowledge it, and that's why they want to be here, because of the special privileges they get. Like, that's crazy.
You'll find a lot of cities have appealed to certain individuals like that privileged mind. and they go where they feel the most comfortable. Now, with Memphis being, in the South, and it's still somewhat segregated, even though we've we've supposedly come a long way. Yeah. But you could drive through one part of Memphis, and it's mainly you see just Caucasian housing. Then you go to just down the street, and there's nothing but blacks, and it's not the best of neighborhoods, depending on what part of the area it is. So I think that city, particularly, even though we love to death, contributes to that type of thinking. And I'm sure that's why that man felt like he can come down there and have his own kingdom.
And then too, I've heard about the taxes too in LA. It's a mofo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They tax you for any and everything in LA.
They do.
Versus,
I couldn't say for shit at all.
Okay. But I'm sure, if you white, I think anywhere you go, you're going to get that privilege. Especially the further south you go. You're going to know, oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is for me.
Now, I wanted to ask, because there's a lot of laws taking place in Georgia, particularly about voter rights. Mm-hmm. Do you feel, and I'm pretty sure you already have an answer, do you feel that more young African Americans, younger minorities, need to be in sync when they are in school about their voting rights and why it's so important for them to fight for their right to vote?
Yeah, because I was thinking, because I feel like the younger generation is a little bit more wild than we were. And I feel like they need to know that and have it instilled, because if not, then as we get older, we're going to have, we're not going to, as we get older, it's going to be chaos. Like, because it's not going to be as important to them, and it's just going to be bullshit everywhere. We're not going to have the laws that we need in order. Everything's not going to be in place how we're trying to fight for it now, because it doesn't mean nothing to them now. So it's not going to mean nothing to them later. So I feel like if it was broken down, because even now my generation is still learning about different laws and stuff and how the voting is. Some people just think you vote for the president and that's it, but they don't know it's not really the president. Is the other people that you need to vote for, so they can pass a law. So I think if things were really broken down the way that they needed to be, and the importance on it, and instill that, then it would be better for our future. But it kind of makes me worry, as in how things are going to go years from now.
The funny thing is, with our generation, we had a lot more programs. And you can thank Reagan for knocking all that out. And, I think about the program, it's only a bill. What was it? Schoolhouse Rock.
Schoolhouse Rock, yeah.
We had Schoolhouse Rock, and they went through all these things all the time. And it's like they do more and more to keep people ignorant. Because you don't understand why.
Girl,
my phone is eavesdropping. It's probably the people. But anyway. In my phone, like, I didn't understand it because I wasn't talking to you. Right. But I mean, I know we learn about all of this, the bills and who we need to vote for in elementary, but then it stops, and then as we get older, we forget.
It kind of fades.
It fades, and I feel like it needs to be taught all through your school life, from 1st to 12th grade. And then, too, like I was saying, they took all these programs off of TV that really helped a lot of kids learn, socialize.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, a Schoolhouse Rock was the shit.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I remember in 3rd grade, they would make us sit and watch it over and over and over and over. I'm not gonna lie, it got on my damn nerves. But
it wasn't my choice. And see, but we just had a lot more, and we had more positive shows then. But like I said, once Reagan came around, he stripped all that. Mm-hmm. And that's the one thing I know, how the system likes to keep you under control is by keeping you uneducated.
Yes.
Keeping you unaware, keeping you dumb.
Yeah.
And I think this new generation is so gung-ho on sex.
Fast. Everything fast.
Yeah,
I have to have everything now.
Everything's got to be right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's no real communication skills no more. And so, I understand where you're coming from. It makes you worry about what the next generation is going to be doing.
Yeah, for sure. Because, we're going to have to be, they already wild as hell now. We got to deal with it. And it's just, you just don't know.
I mean, because you got kids looking at that little Nas video and they don't see the problem.
Yeah, like, just to hear a lot, and a lot of people don't even believe in religion anymore, and it's like, I don't know, because I didn't even think about it, and then I started hearing, I'm like, people really don't believe in religion no more. They just think it's about self only.
No, you got to put God first. Now, see, I'm one of those people because I've dug into my roots or whatever, and I grew up and was raised Christian. I'll tell people I'm not Christian, but I'm a child of God.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna always follow God.
Yeah.
I know who my Creator is. I know who I'm gonna have faith in and believe in. Some of these people it's gotten to the point where, who is God?
Yeah.
See, I don't have a problem with people saying, well, I'm spiritual or they don't believe in religion, but when you remove God all the way out, there's a problem.
Yeah, I was hearing that last night too. I was on this little app, and even some grown people were saying that, like, they don't believe in God, and God, who is this? And I think to do this for myself. I get up and I make this happen for myself. And I'm just like, and one of the people, he actually grew up in a church home. His father was a pastor. So, it was just kind of, and I'm like, well, that might be why you always been you're very confrontational.
Yeah. The spirit is not at ease.
Yeah.
The spirit is trouble. But people like that, I don't try to make them believe.
Yeah.
When your time comes, you'll see.
Yeah. That's what I was telling people. They were arguing back and forth, and I was like, I just wouldn't even. My thing is this: it's okay to say what you're gonna say, but you don't have to make someone, because forcing somebody to do something is not going to make them come onto your side anyway.
Exactly.
That's what you want, but if they want to not believe, if something happens to where it eventually can have them believe, then that's different. But I think it says something to where God doesn't really want you to be trying to beat it in somebody's head.
No, he doesn't. He'll tell you, you have to let people be who they are.
Exactly.
Yeah. And he's the judge, but I bet you if they ask near death, the first person gonna holler is, "Oh Lord." Don't call on him now.
Yeah.
Well, I know you have got some things to do, Ms. Nina, but I wanted to wrap it up by asking, what do you have coming up? Any other additional projects, productions?
I would say just stay tuned. Follow my Instagram page at NIADORSEY, and I will keep you guys updated and posted on everything that I have up and coming. I normally keep things there. I'm really quiet until I start to see stuff happen in the works, and then I post it on there. And so that's how you guys can keep up with what I will have coming out next.
Okay, I'm sure Levante be following you now.
He said he was.
I know he already is.
I'll talk about him in a minute.
Don't follow me, Levante.
Yeah, Levante gonna be all right, but at least I let her know your name, boys. So don't be all in my grill when we get off here.
Just calm down. My God.
But it was a pleasure talking to you. It's also a pleasure watching you on Basketball Wives, and I will be tuning in, girl.
It was a pleasure, you guys having me. I appreciate you.
No problem. Thank you, Ms. Dorsey. We appreciate
thank y'all.
All right.
God bless this.
Nia Dorsey of Basketball Wives, along with many other things. Awesome interview. And you can always tell M-Town people,
girl.
They got that down-to-earth, level-headed way of thinking and speaking, unlike some people in the comments.
Just don't cross me.
Just like somebody we just mentioned earlier. See, this is what I'm talking about. And I wasn't going to do this, but you know what? Since you want to be all in the comments and all... Look, when you have something to say, that's a contribution to the conversation, or that you want to comment on what we're talking about.
Exactly.
Yes, because someone made a remark. We don't know how to do our research.
But anybody that's not from Memphis, I think you really do need to do.
No, I'm talking about that.
I know you're talking about.
You're talking about that gift.
I know you're talking
that we need many receipts on. Okay,
the gift needs to do some more research on Memphis, and the one thing I can't remember about Chicago is Emmett Till.
That for real. Everywhere you go, there's history and civil rights in every city. So
yeah, but that white woman, when he went to the South, and I remember that little boy from Emmett Till. That's the main thing about Chicago that really will stick out for me. That's positive.
Mm-hmm.
Is back then, and that was the same thing with certain parts of Memphis. If you don't know, it was a lot of black people that lived there, but the way your eyes had businesses and. And like I said, where black folks are able to own their own property and own their own home, so I just don't shit on people's areas where they came from,
Well, some of us are not as mature.
Yeah, we don't want to look into things.
Mentally mature, not just in age, but you have to learn.
Hopefully she's old enough for you because he was like, I don't know how old, but she is a young lady. She's in
her 20s.
Yeah, she's 29.
And Levante ain't got a chance in hell with ice water. He ain't got a chance in hell with a jug of ice water. So I don't even know why.
Levante, I just threw your name out there. At least you said your name.
Yeah. Okay. So just be happy.
Yeah, she is a beautiful young lady. Very talented, and she's a baker, Levante.
And now he going through the day. Why is it every time we do comparisons, he got to go through the list of Chicago hits, like the 1-5 bullet list you got?
Your rapper game ain't that strong, so I mean, y'all were lucky you got Kanye. I mean, come on, calm down.
You know what?
Because look, we were also, you got to remember, we were also raised from up north, where the rap started.
Where it started.
So let's not start with the rap game, boo. Okay, let's just sit that down. But when I say when I'm thinking about a rich history, I'm not talking about no damn bullshit rappers. I'm talking about history where it enriches your black culture.
Exactly. Public enemy.
Yeah, where stuff really came from. You know, what we were doing, what contribution. And Memphis had a lot of contribution. I couldn't get the word out. When it came to black music, soul food.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, it's rich in black history. So y'all can't come to me talking about some rappers and nerdy.
It ain't y'all. It's one person. Yeah. It's one person.
Because I mean, hell, rappers is everywhere. Rappers are everywhere, but the main ones are New York and the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you really want to break it down.
I love fucking with Levante though.
But Levante make it so easy because
he makes it easy.
His argument is doo-doo. That's the problem. So when you hit me up with some real facts about Chicago enrichment of black culture, the contribution to black culture, I will listen. But rappers is not a contribution. Because matter of fact, right now, rappers have been making black people look really bad. Especially the mumbling rappers. The rappers that talk about black women being garden tools. They talk about shooting and killing each other. They talk about selling drugs. So we need to take rappers off the table.
Right. Until I wouldn't want to even put in the category as a Tribe Called Quest and Public Enemy.
Yeah. Those rappers in the 80s. Because once you get into the 90s, the shit go down.
These rappers nowadays be sounding like that character from Fat Albert. Scooby.
Oh yeah.
Scooby.
And what they've been doing lately now is slide down fucking poles to hell.
Poles to hell.
And twerking on Satan. So don't come to me about no rappers. I will beat you.
You know what? Look, we appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure we're going to go to Instagram for a hot minute for our little hot after party and after hour discussion on the show. We always want to get you guys feedback on how we can improve the show, possible interviews you want to see us have on the show itself. Talk about this old crazy ass militant heifer.
Man, look, I ain't did no militant.
Not yet. Trust me, it don't take but a minute. Y'all know y'all can just tap on a black topic. This heifer gets her scuba suit on, her goggles, all that shit.
Man, look, I love my black people. I love the black culture. Ain't nothing wrong with being passionate, okay?
I'm not saying nothing wrong.
And the thing is, you know, I get very frustrated when I see shit like what she was talking about when we was talking about the besides the Emmett Till. What's the young man name we just talked about earlier? The one that had you really about to cry because you was thinking about Kevin.
Oh, yeah, George Floyd.
Not George Floyd, the baby.
Tamar Martin.
Yes. See, Tamar Rice. You know, I got a T-shirt with 1,000 names of black people.
A shirt.
Sandra Bland. I mean, you name all these black people that was minding a motherfucking business. All thing they was doing wrong to a racist was being black.
Okay? That's all it is. But look, we're going to head on over to Instagram. So if you don't follow us on our Instagram account, it's just Gossip and Heifers. We'll probably be going live in a few minutes just to get some afterthoughts and some feedback. And of course, if you guys did not have a chance to catch previous interviews along with this one, you can always catch them on demand on Indie Central TV. That's on your Amazon Fire Stick and Roku Stick. So all you gotta do is subscribe. It's a free channel.
Yes.
Click on the Heifers and
watch a heifer.
You can watch every episode a heifer has on here.
And you can watch me talk about Levante some more.
Oh, we're gonna do that in a minute on Instagram.
And Levante, don't come on IG with that bullshit. I'm just letting you know now.
He gonna be our guest of honor tonight, okay? He is gonna be our guest of honor where we just gonna show ass.
I don't want to slap you with both your Bibles in Jesus' name. Snap. Where? Yeah, both sides. I'm doing it at the same time. Squash this bug in the name of Jesus.
So like I said, subscribe to Indie Central TV on your Roku and Fire Stick. And every Monday night.
Got a lot of skin out here.
Don't hate.
Look at Tiger's attack.
But every Monday night we're on Instagram Live and we have discussion of the day. We used to call question of the day, but everybody doing that shit. So we have discussions and conversations on our platform.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, so we're gonna also be on this Friday, Instagram Live. Our Finish Up Fridays is where we're gonna have interviews and just random conversations. It's not really random. We'll have a question for the day as well. But this week's guest, I just confirmed it. Girl, Brooklyn Phoenix.
Ooh.
If you guys follow Spiritual Essentials on Instagram, you may have caught her on her show.
Yeah, that's the one that was turning off Rob's lights.
Yeah, the one that had Rob's light flickering on and off. That was some funny shit.
That was hilarious.
So we're going to be talking to her Friday, 8:30 p.m. And I'm going to tell you right now, this woman's tapped in. So if you come in there with any bad energy, any bad spirits, she going to pick up on that shit.
And if she got her cigar, you better move out of the way.
You better get the hell out the way because it's going to be some real things going down. So follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitch. And, of course, subscribe on Indie Central TV on your Roku, your Amazon Fire Stick. And next Wednesday, we're having our comedian, Chris Atkins. Now, if you guys are not aware of Chris Atkins is a comedian we met when we first got started with our show.
I put the baby hair on the screen.
show you those Nas kiss curls.
I ain't fooling with no pole. And let me tell you, my pole is headed to Wakanda.
Let me get that pole.
I'm twirling down to Wakanda, girl. I'm gonna have on some gold boots.
So when you get, so in other words, when you grab the pole instead of stripper boots and kiss curls,
I'm gonna have the kiss curls and stripper boots.
Is it like what's they call that shit? The African gear that you have on.
Girl, I'm gonna have on that, the warrior shit, the red shit they had on, cause I ain't shaving my head. And I'm gonna swing down that damn pole. To Wakanda.
I'm gonna take some fucking native fruit, throw it at your ass on the way down.
Girl, you ain't gonna live. I'm going straight to that damn the mountains too.
No, hold up. Let me explain this right now. Because
I already said it. You can't do it.
No. That was pre-claimed. It was pre-claimed. You all know how I feel about Winston Duke.
How we all feel about Winston Duke.
No, you was on Idris Elba. You was on The Rock.
He not in the movie though.
I know, but I'm talking about just black celebrities in general.
Bitch, I'm going to Wakanda.
No.
That's what my pole
I'm
is.
canceling your damn trip to Wakanda.
Girl, you touch my pole, we're gonna have a
I'm
problem.
gonna saw that shit in half. Right, watch me.
She's a hater. Her pole going to hell. She keep fucking with me.
Look, head on over to Instagram about 5 minutes. We're gonna be live to get your feedback. Thank you guys again for tuning in. We really appreciate it. And we also have sponsorship opportunities. Now, we got 2 different opportunities. You can sponsor your ad right here. And what's so great about sponsoring right here is because it will last a lifetime. Long as this video's on YouTube, on Indie Central TV, it's going to get replayed and it ain't going nowhere. So your buck goes a long way. But the same thing with our IG Live. We have IG Live sponsors. We make you a nice little video presentation for both of your ads. We show the people, we talk about the shit. Make you look good. Bring more traffic to your website. Sell some more shit that you got. Do it. Gospel Helpers, just DM us on Gmail, or you can email us at gospelhelpers@gmail.com. What the hell going on with your forehead?
I'm trying to see my head and baby hair coming up there.
All right, look, y'all. She on this damn baby hair kick. I don't know what the hell going on.
Baby hair for your mama.
Look, y'all. Have a good evening. We'll see y'all on Instagram Live in a few minutes. Peace.
Bye.